So this here, guys, is a tutorial, a how-to of how to make your own DIY Mickey Mouse Clubhouse or whatever theme you want, picture frame, photo booth, photo op, thingamajiggy for your next party or fiesta. So what I picked up is just some paneling. This is a standard 4-foot by 8-foot sheet. Cost almost $15 after tax. This is for a Mickey Mouse Clubhouse graduation for little kids. They want it to look similar to these doors here. So I'm going to make sure the height is about the same. I'm going to make sure this opening is going to be the same size as that. So I'll take a few measurements, write it down on here, and then I'll take the jigsaw and start cutting away. Alright, so I took the first measurement. The height of the door is actually going to be 7 feet from the top to the bottom. Now on the inside, it's exactly 7 feet. This board here, like I said, is 8. So what I'll do is I will make a line, trim it, and then I'm not so much worried about it being perfect at the bottom here. So I'm not expecting a straight line, just straight enough that no one else will notice. So my next part is to cut out the actual frame part. So I think that if a kid can kind of fit in this window, possibly make a stool for them, you know, something that they can stand on, that would be pretty good. So I'm gonna measure this window now and then center it up on the actual board. What I have roughly, the width here, this here is going to be about 23 inches. From here to the bottom, way down there, 41. And then the top here is 33. So, or 34, gosh, I have to measure it again. This is going to be the bottom part here. So up here is where I'm going to focus on the window. So I drew a line going across it. And I know that this is going to be 41 inches from here down to here. And of course, if you're going to make it a little bit shorter, you want to keep in mind who it is actually for. So this is for adults and their kids. So hopefully this will be just fine. Also, because I know the board is exactly 4 feet wide, I know the midpoint is going to be 24. The width of the window, so from over there to over here, is going to be 26 inches, and then it'll be 34 inches tall. So 26 by 34. Hopefully you guys can see that. So I deviated a little bit. Hold on a sec. So I deviated a little bit. The distance between the two sides over here. Let me just show you. The distance between the side from here to here is 11 inches. So I want the border up here to be 11 inches as well. So from the top over to here. So this is going to be actually 32 inches from here to here, and that's going to be 26. I think that'll be big enough. If anything, I think what we'll do is end up cutting it back down this way. So hold on a second. Alright, so I have it all lined up. Can't see it too well, but it goes from about that ruler up to here, across to there, down to here, down to here. So hopefully that's going to be big enough. So I'm going to go ahead and cut those out now. what I have to do is take a drill and create a pilot hole. And since I'm already on this side, I'll just create it over here, grab the jigsaw, pull that over there, and get to work. There you have it, guys. After I cut it, now I need to post, I'm actually going to use that scrap piece down here to make the ears. So I'm going to cut 2 circles quick, round those out, cut them on the bandsaw down there, and I will assemble all this stuff tomorrow. Here's a little trick. I didn't have a compass that was long enough, so took a string, measured it out to whatever it was, I think it's 8 inches, nailed the nail down after tying it in. Now I'll just use that as my pivot point, my fulcrum, and this will go ahead and draw my circle, and then I'll just putty it up so you don't even see the hole at the end. I'll actually use this one as a template for the other one. Well, I don't think these ears I think are too big. Nah, I'm gonna stick with them though. I'm just gonna stick with them. I'm gonna cut one out now, use it as a template. So this first one's not horrible. I mean, might be able to, probably could be a little bit better, but I want a time crunch, people. So I just made a template, circle that off, and gotta do a better job cutting with that bad boy. Got both of them cut out. Time to just sand up the edges a little bit. I'm gonna sand all these edges with the palm sander here. I think what I want to do is glue these ears into place tonight. That way tomorrow they're set. So I'm thinking I'll put an ear here, right there, and then the ear right there. What do we think? Does that look right? I think that would look better there. All right, I'm gonna leave these for now. I'm not gonna worry about that. My job is done here until the framing, so I'm gonna work on that in a few minutes. Stay tuned. So essentially this is what it should look like. Now my top border there is gonna be a little too tight for the Mickey Mouse to be sprawled out like that, so I'll have to modify it a little bit, but I got the red and I got the black. So let's make this thing happen. So I still have it set up. I got the ears glued on. Now I'm gonna put a strip of tape across here. This blue tape is gonna go across there. And I'm going to paint all this section black. And then from down here, all that is going to be red. So there's the tape, so I'm gonna paint all this here black. And then all this here is going to be red. So good thing I already have the red and I had to go buy the black. Let's see what happens. Alright, not bad, not bad. You gotta wait for this to dry. Probably 30 minutes, maybe an hour to finish up. Then I'll do the red and the white trim, and then hopefully I can get some yellow paper. What I want to do now is build like a step stool so that when the kids stand obviously behind the frame, if it's too short for them, if they're too short, they can stand on it and they'll be set. So I'm going to build a box now. Not sure exactly the measurements, but I'm going to build a box. And I'm going to show you guys how to do that. So how to make a step stool box for a kid. So let's see what I already have. So I have these boards down here, which I think would be fine. if I have enough of them. So here's a piece here. I got enough, so I'm just going to use those to build the board, or to build the steps. So this will be my top piece. I'm going to make this 14 inches wide. I'm going to have it stand 10 inches off the ground, and it is going to be 11 3/4 of an inch wide. So from here to here is going to be 9 1/4. So I'm going to rip these down. That's going to be my base. So I need a few of those at 9 1/4. So I'm going to set this bad boy here to 9 1/4. And then I want to make sure it is perfectly set. If it's off a little bit, not a huge deal. Let's go 9 1/2. That's alright, that'll be fine. So 9 1/2. Clamp her down. So essentially this is what it will end up looking like once it's all nailed together and so on. So let's see how this I don't know, man. I don't know. Looking good, looking good. A few more touch-up spots on the bottom part here. Gotta let this dry, and then add the decorations. So far so good. Not bad, right? Next step, nail this bad boy together. Should be pretty easy. So it looks like the paint has dried, and I finished up with this box. So the next step is to make sure we get this thing standing up. So I want to get some 2x4s, a piece of 2x4 along the bottom here. I want to attach that to 2 other 2x4s on the back side that's angled. I think it'd be better if I just showed you. Alright, so this is the part that's going to go against the back. And these two will be my legs. Alright, little leggies. So I cut this at a 5-degree angle so that the board has a little bit of a turn, just a little bit, a little angle to it. So now I'm going to assemble the base, starting with this here. Or I had to cut some side braces. That's the base. I'm gonna attach these to the side here, so they're gonna run right up along there. Right, and this is almost complete. This is pretty massive, so hopefully transportation is not a problem. Here's the back braces. Got 2 of those cedar pipes going down the sides, and yeah, I am impressed.